let's do another problem. Go to page 44, back to page 44 where it says another example, and copy that into your notes. Okay, let's read that problem. Read with me as I read it in the text. Rory had some balloons and then gave 35 of them away. She now has 21 left. How many balloons did Rory have to begin with? Okay, so a little different than our last problem. You will see here again they start with a picture. So you get your picture drawn. We do not know the total. We don't know what we started with, so our top line becomes that X. X means we don't know what that number is. But what we do know is that he gave 35 away, so 35 goes in there, okay? And then we know she has 21 left. So those are the two digits we do know, so we put it underneath the X, okay? In your textbook it shows two ways, and we put them on the board. One way is to make the equation. This total minus 35 is going to give us 21. In doing that, we want to solve for X. To do that, we want to get X by itself. So what we do is we do the opposite operation. What's the opposite of subtracting? Adding. Good. So we're going to take 21 and add 35 to get our X. And 21 plus 35 gives us what? 56. Good. That is one way. A lot of people find this one a little more challenging, and we can work on it more in class 2. But if you have a question, write it down. I think the easier way is the another way, where you take the two numbers that you have to get the total. So just doing 35 plus 21. And 35 plus 21 is going to give us 56. So X is 56. And our label will be balloons. So how many do you start out with? Rory had 56 balloons. Okay, now let's check for reasonableness. Let's take our 35 plus 21 and round those numbers. 35 plus 21. 35 would round to 40. Ms. Sharber's not going to go through all those steps because we should have it. And 21 would round to 20. And 40 plus 20 is 60. Is 56 a reasonable answer? Close to 60? Yes, it is. Good job, 5th grade. Okay, those are the two examples. Look at the explain it at the bottom there. It says, why do both ways use addition to solve for X? For this problem, both of them show ways to solve it by using addition. And why is that? Because in order to get your answer, you needed to add the two quantities together so you could find the total. Okay, and question number 2 says, how can you check if 56 is reasonable? What did we do? We did a what? We did an estimate. And did we find, was it reasonable? Yes, because we said 56 is close to 60. Good job. Now 5th grade, we're going to hop right into the guided practice on the top of page 45. And it says, do you know how? It says, draw a picture and write an equation, solve. Okay, look at number 1. Read the problem with me before you try to take some notes. It says, Alec prints digital photos at a camera store. The first order was 24 prints. The second order was 85 prints. And the third order for 60 prints. The question is, how many fewer prints were in the first order than the third order? So 5th grade, we have to go back up to our original steps. What was that first step we said we needed to do? We needed to find the information that was what? That was needed. What is the information that we need here? Whose numbers do we need to know? We need to know the first order, good, which is 24, and we need to know the third order, which is 60. Which order do we not need? Good, the second one. We do not need the second order's information, so that number 85 is not going to be used. You can take that out and not worry about it. Okay, so now, next step tells us to draw our picture. Okay, what do we know? We know that the third order was 60. We know that the first order is 24, and we need to know how many fewer. Fewer, again, is telling me, do I want to add or do I want to subtract? That keyword fewer there tells me I want to subtract. So then I want to write 60 minus 24 will give me this X. I need to know how many fewer. So go ahead and line up your numbers. 60 minus 24 here, you will see equals 36. So X is going to equal 36 fewer prints. Do you see how we have a label here, 5th grade? Again, remember, in all our word problems, we want to know what are they talking about. What were you talking about here? We're talking about prints, which are pictures. So make sure that is included in your answer. Okay, take a minute to get that copied down. Good. Now, question number 2 in your text. It says, do you understand? It says, what phrase from the above examples gives you a clue that you will use subtraction in your drawing to solve the problem? And they're talking about our first example up there with the music collection. What clue words helped us to figure out that it was subtraction? Look back at the top of page 44. Good, right. Your clue words are how many more. So please put that down for your number 2. How many more? Those are clue words that I need to use subtraction. Good job. All right, we were going to skip number 3. If we have time, we will do that together in class. So I want you to go down now to independent practice number 4, where it says copy and complete the picture. Then write an equation and solve. Read with me and then take your notes, please. Number 4, Rose needs 22 tacos for a party. She has made 12 tacos so far. How many more tacos does Rose need to make? Okay, so they started this one for you. They put the green line at the top and the 2 boxes underneath. They gave you 12 because that's how many she has done. How many does she need total? 22. Good. So 22 is going to get copied at the top. 12 goes here. We need to find our x. So if this is our total, this is how many she's made. What do we need to do to find out how many are left? Subtract. Good. So let's do 22 minus 12. 2 minus 2 is 0, and 2 minus 1 is 1, so x is equal to 10. And 10 what? What are we talking about? Tacos. Good. So our label becomes tacos. Okay, we need to check for reasonableness. Let's do it. Let's round 22 to 20, and 12 would get rounded to 10. And what's 20 minus 10? 10. And that comes out exactly. So our answer is reasonable. Good job, 5th grade. This would be a good time to take down any questions after we have done some of these practice ones. All right, let's do one more. Let's do number 5. Okay, it says in